everyone. Welcome. Before we start this episode, I want to note that this episode is going to be a little bit different. I tried to do this episode normally, but of course things happen, and of course the original video of the 5th episode was obviously removed. Because of this episode will not contain any video imagery or not. Thankfully, I do have a video down below if you want to take 2 videos technically. If you want a little bit more information on who we're going to talk about today and how she not only became one of the most interesting ARGs, but also she became one with the ARG. Of course, I'm referring to Poppy. Now, who is Poppy? Poppy, for those who do not know, is a YouTube star who actually goes by her real name, Rose. Rose started Poppy around 2016, and since then, she became somewhat of a local icon, but not as big as like many people know, like the other stars. Funny enough, her ARG was actually pretty different back in the day. Back in the day, she would make videos based on criticizing the idea of star medium, and obviously base her artwork around the monarch theory. And again, if you want to learn more about that, I highly recommend checking out the second video that technically tells you what her ARG was about. But over time, her music industry and career has changed into that of what she was supposedly basing upon. Why is that? Well, it all really started with the relationship of another person behind the scenes. Oh gosh. Santana Claire. There we go. Santana Claire was Poppy's boyfriend, but they began having a heavy fight on who had the rights to the copyrights of Poppy. Both Rose and Claire separated, and due to how much the media public post about it, there is no denying that Poppy ARG was too much. Another thing worth noting is Poppy unfortunately went down the way she supposedly talked about the monarch theory, mostly because she started trying to make her music profitable by also releasing a comic book, which I have yet to read, and since then it probably sold well. But to be fair, Poppy has changed for the better, and her music has changed as well, prior to being pop songs that have no meaning to literally heavy songs that has meaning. In fact, if you were to look back on it now, Poppy used to have been a very cutesy pop star, basing her thoughts on stuff that is similar to the Japanese pop star. But now she has changed into what you can consider a stereotypical metal rock star. Funny enough, similar to that of like Hannah Montana to Miley Cyrus and Taylor Swift as her whole music career. She also had many controversies as well, but once again, I'm putting all that down in the description below. The point being, there is technically 2 reasons why her channel must have failed. First and foremost, obviously the scandals and stuff, especially with Sinclair. And as you can see now, her video channels now just post up random dates of her having lipstick and makeup. The second thing, and more importantly, is the fact that Poppy, unlike unlike Yu-Gi-Oh! ARGs, did not really stick with its ARG roots. Most ARGs do have a tendency to hit a wall sometimes, and some just stay with one video, like this house has people in it. But sometimes there are some ARGs that flops. Poppy flopped not because of it wasn't creepy. Trust me. Many people thought it was creepy. To me, it was meta humor, and I pretty much loved it. The problem is because of what she was basing upon, and the fact that her music was accessible and actually liked, it changed, it morphed into the what you see now today. But that's not a bad thing, as Poppy seemed to have grown into her own, and because now she has full creativity of her property, that's not a bad thing. In fact, I actually give her a thumbs up for expressing herself through her music and art in order to achieve some greatness. And there's really good videos. I highly recommend you check it out if you're a fan of heavy metal and pop songs mixed together. I haven't catch up with her a while, but hey, at least it's pretty much great. Anyways, again, sorry for this super late and delayed episode of Whatever Happened to. I totally swear next week, unless something happens, next week I'll get episode 6 up. And hopefully episode 5 can stay on here as much as you appreciate it. But at this point, and also sorry for using these headphones. I just felt that is more better, so that way I can at least still cover my phone, and so you don't guys have to see me rock every time. But anyways, yeah, I'm snapping out of here. Bye.